Hi, welcome back to week 3 of the group session about social skills and friendships. Did you all have a good week?
I did. I did.
Did you all keep hanging out with each other after school? Not as much?
We did. Yeah, we actually did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Brianna went to a concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With Harry Styles again?
Yeah.
Is
Not-
this like a casual thing?
Not Zayn?
No, I'm not really a big fan of Zayn.
Zayn has stage fright, so he doesn't know he
Or does it perform? That's a thing.
Yeah,
Did he always capitalize his name? Like all capitals?
I think so.
All capitals?
Yeah.
No.
Because like I feel when like on iTunes like it pops up and it's like Zayn, but it's all capitals.
No,
So I thought it was
he's
a
going
different
for like
person.
the one name thing. No,
Because it used
solo.
to, we used to call him by his first and last name.
It's the column
And
Zayn.
now
Now
it's
it's just
solo.
Zayn.
Mhm.
Okay.
I see him, I'm like, hey Zayn, Malik. What's up, bro?
Malik.
Yeah.
His name?
Malik.
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 Okay. Well, we're gonna do a quick reminder about the rules.
Please.
You know, I was kind of reviewing the tapes from last week. We got a little out of hand with not following rule number 2. Can anyone remind me what the rules are?
Be
Is everyone-
Respectful.
What's number
Be
1?
respectful.
Everything that happens in here stays
Confidential. We signed an NDA.
Perfect.
Treat
What's number 2?
others.
Respect,
Yeah.
respect
Respect.
everybody.
Respect. Number 3.
Listen.
Have fun.
Have fun. By participating.
Oh, yeah.
Which you're all doing. You're all doing a great job of participating.
Thank you.
So last week we talked about being a good friend, and there are songs and movies that I often associate with friends and memories specifically of those friends, and so that's what I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit today. Just think of something, and I'll share a story while you kind of think of this, but a song or a movie or something that reminds you of a person or a specific memory. And every time that thing comes on, it instantly takes you back to that person or a specific time in your life. And if you don't feel comfortable with sharing the whole story, that's fine. When we go around the room, you can just say what the song is and who it reminds you of. If you want to share the story, that's totally cool as well. So my story that I'm going to share is there's a song by Pearl Jam called Come Back. It's called Come Back. Pearl Jam, you know what? You're a little young, but Pearl Jam was this 90s band, and they had this resurgence in 2006, and bought their album from Starbucks, and it was great. And
Starbucks uses the album.
they have a great album, yeah. That's and so I randomly saw it one day when I was buying coffee, and I got it, and so I happened to have it in my CD player though, and my grandma passed away, so not to like get sad or anything, but like I hadn't mourned for her yet, really. Like I found out about it at work, so I couldn't mourn, and then I was driving home, and this song Come Back, and it just like finally like brought me to tears. So now every time that song comes on, I'm not only reminded of her, which is weird because she would have never liked this band, but I'm also reminded of like specifically that moment. And like a happier one is when I proposed to my wife, it was Jagged Edge's song Promise was playing in the background, and so now every time I hear that song, it's like it's instant connection with that moment of proposing to her. So who is ready to share first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Um,
Hold on. Is it Harry Styles and Izzy?
no,
Okay.
it isn't.
Okay.
That would be a good memory. No, it's Finding Nemo. I love that movie, and so it's my favorite movie. My best friend, she knows how much I love that movie, and we used to watch together all the time. But one year she went to Hawaii, and when she came back, she brought me like a little like souvenir, and it was a Finding Nemo toothbrush, and I still have it. I've never opened it.
I thought you used it.
No.
So you have brushed your teeth though.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like that toothbrush.
And you had seen this movie before you were friends with her though.
Yeah.
But it still now it reminds me.
It came out when I was 7, 2003. So I think it was.
You're 7.
Oh my
back
God,
then, yeah.
sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry.
You talking about Finding Dory?
Yeah, sorry. It came out when I was, I think before I was even born.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's okay. I watched Toy Story.
And so I watched it,
Oh,
and
that's-
then we became friends. Probably like when we were in middle school. So I had already seen it a bunch of times. And I watched it one time, and then I just knew all the words. So she got a kick out of that. So she went to Hawaii. She brought me back to Hawaii. We went to fish.
So that's a good memory.
Yeah.
That's a happy thing to be triggered.
Yeah.
Is he?
So I didn't see this movie at the movies. I saw it at home, but my mom brought up a memory that to me it's funny, but to my sister it was sad. So I guess when Stuart Little came out, when the mouse was taken away from its family. Sorry, it's so funny. I'm
It's a
laughing.
classic movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's a good
When the mouse was taken away from its family, my older sister started crying and crying.
Not me.
Of course it's not you, because I don't know you. You're not my sister. My sister kept on crying, and my mom told me, like, you know, you need to be quiet. And then, so she wasn't, she kept on crying and crying, so my mom got up, she picked my sister up, and she took her outside of the movie theater, and she made my mom miss the whole movie, the rest of the movie, because she wouldn't stop crying. And I just think it's funny because it wasn't really that sad of a movie to
What
me.
a buzzkill.
It's been out for like about, I think it's gonna be 20 years next year, so
Wow.
It's very old, I
This is
guess.
before your time. It's
yeah,
amazing.
a year before I was born. But
Who's next?
Well, when you were saying this, it was random. And there's like no emotional connection. It was just because you're saying like the song reminds you of someone. It's like the first one that I thought of, so that's the only one I'm gonna share.
Okay.
I don't know if I forget her name, but it's not her song. She's like the voice of that song. Like it's a DJ song or something.
Mm-hmm.
The Middle, is that what it's called?
Oh, man.
Like that
Yes.
the newer
I
song.
think it's Zed.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you meet me in the middle? Okay.
Yeah. My best friend was like, the song reminds me of you. I was like, okay.
What's your best friend's name?
Colette.
It's a great name.
Colette?
Like
good.
Colby Kite? I don't know.
Kobe.
I said Colby.
I was like, what?
Colette.
I
Cayenne.
thought she said Kobe. I was like,
So she said that song reminds you of her
Is
of you,
she-
or you that song reminds you of her.
no, that song reminds her of me, but now every time I hear it, it reminds me of her. It's,
Oh.
What ethnicity is she? I'm just curious.
She's black.
Okay. That's interesting that she could put it on you, and then now like it reminds you of her.
Yeah.
It's good when I was in high school.
You could share.
A few years ago,
Uh-huh.
me and my sister and some of my friends who are also her friends, we were in my friend's car, and the song by J. Cole came on. It's called Workout. Yeah, you guys know the song?
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
And we went to my sister's ex-friend's house, and we like got off the car and like kind of like played Ding Dong Ditch or something. I forget what we did, but every time I hear that song, that's what I think of. We kind of just drove around trying to find our house, and then we found it, and then we like, I think we knocked at it and ran away or something. I don't remember.
Well, night.
Yeah, because her mom kind of like got really mad.
Suppose they didn't call the cops.
I think she did.
She did?
Yeah, she did call the cops.
And you guys
But we
said,
weren't there.
Must have been pretty upset when they showed up.
Honestly, she called the cops, but she didn't know it was us. Because she thought we were angels, so it's fine. She thought it was someone else.
it's amazing though that a song could take you right back to that. No.
Honestly, it's right back. Every time I hear that song, that's what I think of. and I always feel inclined to text my friend and be like, remember when we did this? Because that song came on.
Do you see like houses every time you hear that song and be like,
Gives you the itch.
let's play Dark Knight bitch?
It's not like a taster version, like
I need to do it
If
again.
that's the case, maybe we shouldn't put that song on for you. Claudia?
I had a like low key relationship with somebody a few years ago, and
I like that song. Keep it low key.
Okay.
Little two.
And there's this song. It's called "Till I Fall Asleep," and basically like the relationship was going really, really well, and it just kind of started going downhill, and it was really like unexpected. And there's like a part in the song during that time that I came to know, and it says, can we go back to the beginning of how it used to be before the storm came down? And so after that, I hadn't heard that song in so long, and I came across it and I completely forgot about it. So when I heard it, it just kind of took me back to an exact moment where it was like such a hard time in that relationship for me. And it was really weird because I completely forgot about the song. And so when it came up, even like looking at like the title of it, I like completely brushed it over in my head. And I was like, oh, okay, like let me listen to this. And I was like, oh shoot, this is not good. Yeah, I think I did, or I just got like really sentimental about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who sings that?
Her name's Jamie D, I think.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
But yeah.
Thank you all for sharing. I think it's really fascinating to me how things can trigger good memories, bad memories, but especially the good ones. I mean, even the bad ones sometimes make you feel some kind of positive sense. Even if it's a sense of sadness, it's like a good, like that you're able to go back to like these memories, and especially the good memories, and they're good feelings. And as we're talking about friendship, I wanted to talk about something that's good and something that feels good, and that's compliments. And getting and giving compliments, has this impact that you can really feel good about yourself when you're giving them, but you feel good about yourself when you get them. And not only for friendship, but also, I mean, has anybody ever given a compliment to a stranger?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think like they felt when they got that? Or how have you ever gotten a compliment from a stranger? Does that feel good? Or has anybody here ever complimented someone who they didn't even really like?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No?
I think I have.
I mean, something I've noticed is sometimes a compliment, even to somebody you don't like, or that you're potentially going to have a conflict with, can just change the mood so much. And change, like, if you were going to walk into a situation and clash with somebody, if you say, you know what, I'm going to throw a compliment their way instead, it can instantly change how they react to you. And so I think it's important to pay compliments to people, and it feels good to get compliments, and so that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to give each other compliments. So we all have had a little bit of time to get to know each other,
It's like affirmations.
and I've got this awesome Spider-Man mask here. The last person who gets a compliment can wear it if they want, or you don't have to. But what we're going to do is we're going to reach in here, and you're going to pull out a name, and the name that's on here is who you're going to compliment. If you pull out yourself, put it back in, please.
Why can't you compliment yourself?
Self-love.
Self-love is definitely important.
It's just,
That's for week 4.
it's just not the topic.
Week 4 is self-love.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah, this is gonna keep going for weeks and weeks and weeks, guys.
How many weeks do we have?
Welcome to this is week 3, but you know we'll probably be doing
I'm
this all school year.
I'm honestly looking forward to the rest of the weeks.
Good, me too. I'm looking forward to just how much closer you all get, because in 3 weeks you guys all became pretty good friends. So
It's like
I
we're
don't
family.
really like these people.
yeah, well maybe you'll like them more
That's
later.
weird. We went to a concert the other
You know what?
day.
Since you were saying
I
something
had
kind of
fun.
rude, I want you to start, dude.
Okay.
You need to say a compliment to somebody.
Myself.
Next. Okay, rule number 2, guys. Angelia.
Your eyebrows look nice too.
No, don't put it back.
Thank you.
That's true.
Okay. Claudia.
It's you again?
Oh, Angelia again.
Is there doubles?
How many people?
We're all gonna get some compliments. Not all.
You're really funny.
Thank you.
I
You
didn't
can
know.
pass it to
We
Angelia.
hung outside the school or what?
I admire your work.
Okay.
That's I was gonna say that again.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Thanks.
This is why we're practicing complimenting,
I'm
because sometimes it's so
sorry,
hard
really,
to do.
No, I really mean this when she looks me dead in the eye. I'm sorry. I really do admire your work ethic. I wish I had it.
Thanks.
I can't think your work ethic is good. You're really
Take it
smart.
steady
You get
as
good
hard as
grades.
You've all been working really hard in it too.
Yeah, you're right.
You should say, by the way, say the name of the person.
So I got Brianna,
Okay.
and these last 3 weeks, I appreciate her thoughts. Our opinions towards subjects we've been discussing.
Very nice.
Not me. Oh, 2 in 1 day.
Yeah.
3 in 1 day.
You can't pick on.
I'm not.
He's trying himself.
I'm looking at it.
No one has given Izzy a
I
compliment.
got Elsa. I appreciate the fact that you look like
I'm sorry?
There's a lot of bullies in here. It's a bunch of bullies.
I like your work ethic.
Sorry. Like I said, I admire the fact that you're so nice to everybody every session that we come in.
Israel. I really appreciate you.
Who's that?
That's my real name.
Oh, dang.
You would know if you came to the hangout.
Wow, well, I
Not
get
even
invited.
Sorry, I did pull a name from the roster.
Oh, okay, I got it.
I really appreciate you coming to the Harry Styles concert with me and giving him a chance. It was great.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I really liked it.
It's sorry, I got Angelia. Your hair is really pretty. I like the highlights.
Thanks.
How would you never even seen it before?
Yes, right.
Israel.
That's
I
huge.
really like your love for the outdoors, as we talked about at our hangout
Yeah,
session.
I showed you the picture.
Yeah.
You get invited to these things. Oh, Claudia. Really nice.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dry. You can't add any like real adjectives in there.
It's
Well,
fine.
sorry. Unless I'm supposed to. Only
No.
adjectives only. Okay, got it.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay. You know.
I appreciate you helping others. That's an adjective, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. I wasn't sure.
This is not English class, guys. Don't worry.
I freaking hated English. I mean, I hate English.
Claudia. I appreciate the fact that you loaned me money even though you didn't have to buy it. So I could buy something from Starbucks when we hang out.
At your hangouts?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys hang out? Starbucks?
Just the one
Show
time.
up there now.
Just the one time.
They switched locations.
The other
I
time we
don't
went to
know.
Acapulco's.
It still happens.
You went. What are you talking about?
I forgot.
Has anyone given Brianna a compliment?
I did.
I'll
Okay.
say
Besides
it.
Brianna, I mean,
Yeah, Brianna pulled out her own name. Wait, did you take out her name?
Just
No, he just takes out the ones that I've already been.
Oh, I thought she handed him her name again. Is it you?
Elsa.
Panchita, Panchita.
I appreciate your candid honesty throughout these sessions.
Thanks.
Brianna. I really like
I like
your
your
top.
face.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I like
your
it too.
outfits. They're pretty cute.
Thanks.
Yeah. Me too. What's this?
Claudia. I thought they were done.
I really like how thoughtful you are and very friendly to everybody, no matter what.
Isn't that the same thing as being nice?
I heard thoughtful.
Just more descriptive.
Oh. Shake, shake, shake,
Shake.
shake, shake, shake.
Are you gonna be the one to wear the Spider-Man mask?
No, there's one more. Bring that thing. Oh, you know what? I think it was like each person gets 5 compliments.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your name's in here a lot. That means you need more compliments.
It's all equal.
Okay. Okay. I like your organizational skills.
Thanks. I'm very proud of this.
You guys
And
don't
your
have-
handwriting.
I was gonna say, you don't have to whisper.
I'm not whispering. Should I say it louder?
No, you're fine. I heard
Can't
you.
wear whispering.
I heard her and she's complimenting me. So it's fine.
The last one?
Hold on. No.
I think everybody should give a compliment to Izzy.
Thank you.
I like
Wait,
your,
are you the last one?
Yes.
Oh,
You
oh,
should've
thanks.
I
checked.
like your flannel. Your style's pretty cool.
I like your smile.
Thank you.
I like her.
Make shoes. Even with that pen mark.
So, as you can all probably feel, getting complimented feels pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after the initial
Yeah.
flow.
Sometimes it's hard to come up with a compliment for somebody when you're just forcing it. But if you practice it more and more, then maybe you'll have better relationships or friendships or interactions with people who might not be your friends. That's a great mask. If you just wear the mask, you'll actually also make a lot of friends or people.
The red really brings
Or
out your-
people. Make a lot of people.
You'll meet people that might not want to be your friend. But,
Oh my goodness.
thank you so much for participating this week, and we'll meet again next week and continue building these relationships. Okay?
Thanks, Mr.
Have a great week.
You too.
Thank you.
Have a good week.